Chapter number 5, loop control instruction. So far the programs we have seen are fixed order or sequential. Ab chapter number 1 ra kan discuss tokla step by step execute the line thata hai as per the order we want to execute hai order il thongni era dawa. That's what we call the fixed order or sequential no. Second case ra set of instructions were executed depending upon the outcome of the conditions being tested. A type ani decision control instruction rekai ठीक हो सा से line by line execution to do and after that comparison of 3 numbers, comparison of 2 numbers rekai थी और checking to do antone is a greater than b. Now check to condition hai outcome hai matungil ni either yes or no hai matungil ni control hai se either this way or in the another way. No point to be noted are point number 2 ratio nani according to the condition either this way or this way to ni lawa, but it will never repeat cha dem nei direction hai change to ni lawa so repetition di makka. Now the third case is repetition lay dewa, and that's why we call loop control instruction. The loop way lay dewa, and here repeating some portion of the program either specified number of times or until a particular condition is being satisfied. That means instruction number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, this is the complete program to example. And line number 4, 5, 6 our portions are we want to repeat it for 7 times no, or 8 times specified number of times no repeat or until a particular condition is being satisfied say until a is less than 3 no, so a value 0 1 whatever value is no, but we are checking that we should repeat it till a is less than 3. That means a ni 3 roi less oil lim continue to dewa, so 3 le hek kama na ko le when a becomes 3 a condition stop to dewa, so repeat to the only condition a whole portion ni no, whole program ni some portion of the program no hai repeat to dewa either a specified number of times to predefined no 3 times 4 times to or when some particular condition is being satisfied no. Hey example we need to question nadia until and unless when a starts from 0 and we will repeat this portion until this a is less than 9 to no, or a is less than y to no. Condition that repeat to the condition that provide to the that is the repetition. Hey repetition hai akani ko to move to the loop to murla no loop. That's why this topic is about loop control instruction. Some portion of the instruction I can repeat that way ni loop way ni execute to isto yarao. How can we achieve that? By using the following methods no. That methods are using for statement to the while statement and using a do while statement. Kahal ke chapter number 3 ra no decision control instruction ra we achieve that decision making atul to naga decision making hai kautul to achieve to by using if statement and or if else statement no. In the same way no our loop control instruction hai achieve to isto we use these 3 methods no. In this chapter number 5 we'll discuss about the for loop. This we'll discuss in the next chapter no. For loop I general form ani for initialize counter semicolon test counter semicolon increment or decrement counter close bracket open bracket do this semicolon and this and this close bracket. First row keyword for open first bracket initialize counter test counter no lag or semicolon lay down and semicolon na arrow no in a light only incremental low here no, but I wrote it as a either increment or decrement the counter no. Then close the first bracket. Now open the second bracket no. Arrow to test counter to say condition hai sim lim second open bracket and close bracket alag relay line theta statement theta I see execute lay now. So do this means statement 1 statement number 2 and there dot early ani, so there could be n number of statements no, and this is the last statement adira no. For loop I flowchart start initialize a rectangle with now. Now test condition is diamond arcon of true chimanang ni dagra false la lanang di side war no. Come down here and stop. Now chimanang di will enter to the okay initialize to path ani ar later no. First say initialize path adira, next test counter ar later no. This is the test condition chimanang di if this is true we'll get to the body no, this is the body of the loop no, body of the loop. And after that either no increment or increment to the air now, increment or decrement, and you come back to the condition checking. I need thoroughly sun thung makanang di no tak thung makanang di la le concept cha a ko thung di for initialize the loop test counter and then increment or decrement of the counter and loop body of the loop to hingchang haitul misconcept asa haitul dik laurul aso, but in the real sense I exact laudi ko tul tok to di initialize the counter test the counter no, and after that if this counter is true you come to the body of the loop no, body of the loop to ne haitul by, and after that you either increment or decrement the counter. See, if the condition is true come to the body of the loop, then increment or decrement and come back to the test counter. If it is true go to the body and come back to the increment or decrement, and after that go back to the test counter adira. So come again check the counter chimanang di hanikini body of the loop, come to the increment or decrement, go to the test counter atul try dewa no see dewa, and body of the loop asa hanchil this condition chimlim execute to lay dewa no. But once this comes false ala lor nang di are loop here are next line the into ko this no, but are can flow chart direct go to the stop to are stop to college so kung kai loop hai hill ro kani ka to makanang di no, return 0 tolok by close bracket law lay ranang di stop to adi rawa, but that could not be the exact sense no. Hill ro kini nei to ni lo no statement ko na ki lai another checking nei pam ko statement law lay here no, but we skip that no hai cha kani mak tolok by assume tolok by flow chada to yang ni los now. Arkai mu fa di ko once the counter is initialized test counter simanang the body, then increment or decrement, then again check it lalanang di go to stop simanang di again go to the body to see try lak lay dewa. So this comes only once no, adi chimanang ki lalanang ki only this will come only once no. Program hat example in 2 kanang di kyal da. Let's see a very simple program no. Program to print 1 to 10. Int main starting of main function integer I. Okay, integer I adik nikia for I equals 1, I less than equal to 10, I plus plus. Now printf, this is integer, so percentage d space, make one space. Now what is the variable? I. Return 0, close bracket. That's all. Our program mani run to your so output reward to 1 2 3 up to 10 below what to no. How? Let's analyze the program now. First, because general form retweak also. For bracket initialize counter. Now initialize counter hai or initialize tawla. We want to print the value starting from 1. No. That's why we initialize the variable at 1. I equal to 1. Next what? Test counter. Kani test tawla go. I less than equals 10. Our goal, how this test counter comes? What is our requirement? We want to print value starting from 1 to 10. No, 1 to 10 will print to the one by 1 re yone adikan initialize tawla. That's all. Yawa no. Counter aniko. How far will going to go? 10 will done. That's why I should be either less or equals 10. No. High condition sim bong lim increment ka to lok by print ka to lok ka diwa. So test counter akluila no. Exact no. Exact I run down install no. First row initialize tawla. Checking test condition check tawla. ID ko I less than 10. Now ID ko to I, our starting value of I is 1. No. So 1 less than or equals 10. So come to this part, that is body of the loop. Body of the loop really only single instruction done. That's why our open bracket and close bracket print percentile d, because this is an integer number. Percentile d give space, our space output so 1 2 3 to some so that's why our space and variable is I. Now this integer, what is the current value of I? 1. Come no output no atul check to say value of I and I less than 10 are print. First value of I is 1. No, 1 less than equals 10, which is true. That's why print 1. Now general form of for loop this counter hill row either increment or decrement the counter. And what is our counter? Counter ko. What our counter is I done. So you come to this will come to I plus plus. What is I plus plus? I plus plus is equivalent to I equals I plus 1 to let's manas now. So after this print I plus plus a value it was 1. No, I equals 1 plus 1. Now 2. 2 now after this we'll come back to where initialization the once I have one sonic to now after increment where it will come back to the test checking now what is the current value of I is 2 less than equals 10. Is it true? Yes, true. So I value I print the what is the value of I? 2. Okay, are mathang tang yang dang yan is sundan is no, but in actual case this will go to straight away what you want. Now increment I equals, what's the current value of I? I is 2. 2 plus 1 equals 3. Now go back to the test checking. 3 less than equals 10, which is true. So print I no, and this will continue up to I equals 10 plus 1 equal to 11. So when it come back to the test checking, 11 less than equal to 10, this will become wrong, and after that the for loop will jump to the this line, return 0 and close bracket, and that ends the program. Okay.